Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of platforms. It's the Splendido, it's the Spectacular, it's the something else beginning with S, Crappy Quiz. Every Friday we pit three of team off the ball up against each other in our quiz of sporting factoids. At the end of the week, allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. It's about 5 months now since we've been doing this, and I haven't actually managed to learn the three.
It's not as if you've ever read it before, Jared.
I don't like learning scripts. I'm not an actor. I'm like, we need authenticity here.
What was the third S?
Stupefying. Does not work with you? You've just read it that many times. Eventually, it'll just smear itself all over your brain matter.
Yeah, it should have done. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. Our first contestant is back in time for the summer. He's been in a bit of bother with the authorities recently for concealing and hiding weapons of mass destruction. That's right. The gun police have been in touch, and they've got a warrant out for his arrest after storing weapons known as Peck 1 and Peck 2 beneath his vest, and weapons known as Bicep 1 and Bicep 2 under his long-sleeve shirts. But the sun is now out. The game is now up. It's public enemy number 1, Burley Dave McIntyre.
Yeah.
You don't have another gun show on tonight. What's going on?
Brian's in later on as well, isn't he? So was it earlier?
Something will have transmogrified in the meantime. He's put that on after the gun show. Is that what happens?
He remembers stupefied, but he remembers transmogrified.
Just checking to make sure. Yeah. In the middle seat tonight is a man who got confused when he saw this tweet on the West Ham United Twitter account yesterday. There will never be another Ginger Pelé. Thanks for everything, Ginge. We wish you all the best in the future. #thanks, Ginge. He was worried for a moment that his career was over, but then he realised he was never a West Ham footballer and that there are literally millions of other red-haired human beings in the world and that he needs to stop being at the centre of his own universe. It's Adrian, not James Collins Barry!
Millions? Really?
I'd say there probably are millions.
I wouldn't have thought there was millions. As in, there would need to be
probably about a million.
2 million or more.
Millions, yeah, no, there would. Of course there's millions. Of course there are
I'd be amazed.
Yeah.
We need to do some sort of a census here.
Owen writes the anti-ginger scripts because he has red hair himself. I would like to distance myself from it. I think it's
but it's fine. I mean, there's nothing upsetting about any of that.
It's like Owens is still working out his own issues, and he's obviously doing them in the public airways. But you must know how many people with red hair there are in the world.
In case there are people listening to this who are sort of, going through any issues with having red hair, I'd just like to say that, it's something to be particularly proud of. Makes you stand out from the crowd.
Like Nicole Kidman, it really suits you.
Thanks very much. I'm going to say that's probably the first and potentially the last time I'm ever going to be compared to Nicole
Kidman. Will be delighted.
Our final contestant tonight has demanded that we start calling him Jimmy Kimmel because he's got his own show now. He never takes off his sunglasses in our dark corner of the office because he claims his future is so bright, and the only person in OTB Towers who is now more of a nightmare to deal with than him is his PA. It's Shane Stapleton.
It's quite an intro. Thanks, Jared.
Stapo, good man.
Watch the hurling show.
I'm surprised you didn't insist on it being called the Shane Stapleton Show. That would have been like
featuring hurling.
That would have been the big move, yeah.
Are you saying I have an ego or something?
No, just it's.
Can't believe there's room enough for
not the most ridiculous stretch.
As ever, the format is the classic quiz format. 4 questions each. After 4 rounds, it took 2 years, a couple of minutes there. Top 2 rounds will go forward to the trivia equivalent of a wet evening in Stoke, aka the rapid fire round. You can podcast the Crappy Quiz on iTunes or Stitcher or Podcast Addict, or indeed on offtheball.com, which is the best place that you should do it, because then we can find out how much you've actually listened to. Give us 5 out of 5, even if that doesn't represent your actual opinion. Please send any questions you have via postcard. Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. Round 1. Never multiple choice. No post. Opposite of a smiley face. Disappointed face?
Sad face.
Sad face. Round 1 is the boring questions round, which is never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Dave. If Leinster win the Pro 14 final tomorrow, they will stand on their own as the most decorated side in Pro 12/Pro 14 history. They have 4, the same as which other side?
Ospreys?
Correct.
I would have gone Ospreys.
Correct.
Hopefully my one's as easy as that. Who cares?
It's only rugby.
Question 1 for you, Adrian. Unai Emery was this week confirmed as Arsenal boss. Name 3 of his former managerial clubs.
So easy.
PSG, obviously.
Correct.
I'm going to struggle after that. I'm going Italy after that, so if I'm not right with Italy,
Italy, the country.
Tap me out. No, obviously, I was going for an Italian club, but I mean, I've just gotten the buzzer.
Which one of them?
Tell me that,
Sevilla, of course. 3 US
Sevilla. I'm not finished answering yet, so Sevilla. What?
We've buzzed you out.
Yeah. And obviously, look, I went in heavy. I don't know what his other club was.
Valencia.
Valencia. There was
Espanyol?
No. Almeria.
That was an infinitely more difficult question than who, like, Ospreys are pretty well known.
Yeah,
look,
it's really 50-50.
The fact that you didn't get the Sevilla part of the question, it doesn't really
matter. Well, regardless, let's not focus on that part, Dave, as opposed to the fact that it's just a more difficult
Shane,
question.
it's a Tipperary hurling question, for God's sake. It's crisis time for Tip this weekend if they lose to Cork in the hurling. There's been much made of the fact that Tip's spine in the 2016 All-Ireland hurling final was very different from the one that started against Limerick last Sunday. So, as a Tip hurling aficionado, stroke agitator-in-chief, can you name the players that lined out at numbers 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11 and 14 for Tip in the 2016 All-Ireland hurling final?
That's handy, all right. Number 1, Darren Gleeson. 3, James Barry. 6, Ronan Maher. 8, Brennan Maher. Who was 9 beside him? I'll come back to that in a second. 11 was...
It's not know your sport. Like, let's get on with it.
14, Seamus Callan. Who was number 9?
It's not bad.
But to be fair to him, it's like naming members of his family. Like, it's... Do you know what I mean?
Well, literally...
Shane McGrath. No.
Buzz him out. No, too late.
You can only accept his first answer.
First answer. No.
He said no. He said no. Come on, he said no before the buzzer.
No, you got to buzz him out.
No.
Well,
come on.
that's the rules of the quiz.
When there is multiple answers, we give people a little bit of wiggle room, so you get the point.
I know one's going to give that to me.
Did the brother start that day?
He didn't. No, he didn't even make the 26, scandalously. Still has the medal, though.
Did you chat to him about what it's like to be not in the squad afterwards?
I did. Oh! Very much able to relate that.
That's hard.
You made the squad.
He has been in the matchday squad on both occasions.
He's been on the bench, no, you've been on the bench.
On club teams, you're never not in the squad. Like, if you show up to training, you're in the squad. So that's what happens for me. I'm not retiring, Matty Kenny. I'm not retiring.
Done 5.
So I get the point, yeah?
You get the point. So it's 1 for Shane, 1 for Dave, and 0 for Adrian. Question 2 for Nicole Kidman. Question 2 for you, Dave. Which Spanish side have lost the most European Cup / Champions Cup finals without ever winning one?
What?
Oh, that's handy.
Round 2 is the Campeones Finales round. It's the Champions League final tomorrow night in the Chicken Kiev capital of the world. This round will see how much you know about the finals of Europe's premier competition, football.
Right.
Which Spanish side have lost the most European Cup or Champions Cup finals?
Or Champions League finals.
Champions League finals.
Right.
Without ever winning one.
Is Ukraine known for... Where does Chicken Kiev... Does it actually come from Kiev?
I don't
know.
You'd assume it does, right?
I don't know.
It'd be a bit of bad branding.
Are they known for their garlic sort of infused cuisine?
Deliciousness. Covered in batter.
Everybody likes Chicken Kiev.
They're back in.
Bad Chicken Kievs are bad.
They repeat on you, don't they?
They do, but good Chicken Kievs.
They're back in.
They never really went away.
They did.
Well, the crappy frozen ones.
Yeah.
They were popular in the
90s,
early 90s.
I'd say, yeah.
Bit of overdosing going on those in our house. What? Stop giving Dave so much time.
Quietly allowing you guys
I think it doesn't
converse.
really make any difference.
I know Valencia have lost 2 and Atletico have obviously lost 2, but did they lose one in the 70s as well?
God, I can't believe this.
Can't believe it's not garlic.
I don't know of any other club that have made multiple European Cup finals.
I think you've had enough time, Dave.
I'm going to say Atletico Madrid.
Correct.
Of course it's Atletico. Valencia, of course, won the UEFA Cup in 2004.
Dave was sitting beside Owen in the office.
But that's not to do with it. We're talking about Champions
League.
He's like fake pretending not to know stuff, dragging it out because he was actually apparently looking over Owen's shoulders, according to the quizmaster.
I did look over his shoulder when he was making the questions up, and all I knew was that Adrian Barry was one of my fellow competitors. We'll glean from it.
That's good information.
We'll take you at your word. Question 2 for you, Adrian. Name the last British side to lose a Champions League final.
I wonder, is British being used... it can't be, really. Let's face it.
What's he talking about?
That should be a point deducted.
No.
Would it be Rangers?
He's actually factoring Celtic into this.
Cardiff City?
I'm just thinking through that. Thinking it through. Just refine it down, Dave. You've a chat there about
Champions League final.
Crispy waffles. Give me a couple of minutes.
Don't be shy of that buzzer out there.
Chelsea?
Manchester United, 2011 versus Barcelona. Question 2 for you, Shane. Name the last non-English, Spanish or German team to win a Champions League final.
Non-English, Spanish, German.
That mic could make a lot of noise in my... Haven't quite shaved today.
English, Spanish, German. So who's French?
Who's French?
Well, come on. Italian. Okay, so it must be... I'd say it's probably AC Milan, is it?
Right city, wrong team. Jose Mourinho, Inter Milan.
2010, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's fine now.
They're not the same city.
Inter and
AC
AC.
Juventus is Inter in.
You said...
AC did
Juventus.
Oh, sorry, I'm so stupid.
You said AC Milan, and I said Inter, and he's like...
Like, the beauty of that is it doesn't really matter what happens in the quiz from here on out.
I should be stripped of last week's title, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
That was awful.
Wow.
Another little brain fart.
But a reminder that you won last week, of course. So.
Stinking the joint out, yeah, humble brag. Round 3, they don't give a shite about us above in Dublin round. Up in Dublin. There are plenty of counties in action in the football championship this weekend who people say we don't give a shite about. Well, we're proving that wrong by asking our esteemed brainiacs about some of these counties. This is my favourite round of the year where everybody who all works in the GAA media don't even know the managers of the teams of the counties involved. We've been kind this week.
I think there's only one of these that I can potentially get correct.
We've been kind this week.
Right.
Dave.
Yeah.
Carlo are back in championship action after a fairy tale summer last year in which they beat 3 counties.
Andy.
Name 2 of the 3 teams they beat.
Oh.
In last year's championship.
Yeah. Say you did commentary on some of them.
Nah. Well, I did commentary in the Dublin game and they didn't beat them, obviously, and they didn't beat Monaghan either.
Gave Monaghan a right good rattle, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Wexford.
Correct.
And... Did they beat a team in the qualifiers? Waterford.
Offaly.
No.
Loud?
No. London and Leitrim.
Heavy hitters.
That should always be the answer to most questions. Who did the team beat?
Adrian.
London or Leitrim?
Adrian.
Yeah.
Name the Longford manager.
Oh, so handy.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
Now, I live with a Longford football,
Wish I
so
got
that
that
makes
one.
it easier for me, but come on.
The Longford football manager.
He's been spoken about a lot on our show down through the years. Has been spoken to indeed on our show.
You know he doesn't know this.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to have a guess. I obviously don't know, because if I did, I'd have said it by now.
Algernon Fitzpatrick? Give me an Irish sounding name there.
Go for one of the Bardens.
Seamus McGillicuddy Reeks? It's not an Italian team.
Or a manager who's managed about 5 counties. Banty. Go for Banty.
I know it's Pete McGrath, but I know it's not Pete McGrath, but I have no idea.
Dennis Connerton is the correct answer,
I've been here
Stapo.
until next week.
Point.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Question 3 for you, Shane.
Say that now, whether you did or you didn't.
Leitrim take on Roscommon this weekend, hoping to cause one of the shocks of the summer after they almost fell to one of the shocks of the summer in the last round. Can you give me the year? Come on. Can you give me the year in which Leitrim last won the Connacht Championship?
Oh, man. 94.
Very handy.
That was a tough one.
I thought you were just a bit of... I thought you didn't even like football.
They're easy if you know.
This is
I
the-
love football. What are you talking about?
Well, you're quite disparaging towards most sports that isn't
But not Gaelic
hurling.
football.
Well, no, he doesn't disparage Gaelic football, he just looks down on it.
Yeah.
There's a
I
difference.
thought it because of hurling, but like, you know, I mean, I hate to bring it up, but county minor football champions in 2000 with Bursley beating Owen Kelly's Mullinahorn.
Did you see any game time?
Sure, I was captain.
Right.
I brought in the bear in the square abroad.
But you did play, was the question.
Yeah, now the father was manager, so obviously the mother told him that I was going to be
Come on
captain.
here.
You know, we'd have to say that, you know, because I don't want anyone.
Your
texting
father
in.
managed the team and you were the captain.
The Saint managed the team. To be fair,
Wow.
I was Jude at that stage.
When did this kind of
Wow.
horseshit become part of the quiz?
Bloody
I don't know,
hell.
but I'm interested. What was the bear in the square reference?
I was.
You were the bear in the
14.
square?
Yeah, the Sean Quigley of the team.
All right, you had the beard already at that stage.
No, I didn't.
I think she
Bum fluff at that
got
stage.
game time. That's the main thing.
Yeah, 2 points from full forward, but I don't want to bring it up.
That's all you got from full forward. You were bragging about that. Jesus Christ. I don't want to bring it up. I wouldn't be bringing that up.
You dragged it on me.
How did you not make the county minor team?
Look, I was average.
He was on the
Let's
squad.
be
He was,
Politics.
he was on the bench.
Politics.
Politics, yeah. The father was manager.
It wasn't for the lack of trying from his mother. But
Pens and papers ready. Round 4. The score is 2-1-0. Is that right?
I'm
Dave, you got
0
one?
anyway, 100%. Yeah.
You got 2.
2-0-2.
I have to, yeah.
Oh yeah, so Shane's on 2, Dave's on 2, Adrian's on 0. The fun free magic number round, Adrian, Many people have made a comeback, although never you from... Contestant gets 3 points for getting the number correct. If nobody manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest will get 1 point. We can only accept the answer written on your paper, and we have to ask for your pens once the music ends. If you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of stages won by Sam Bennett so far in this year's Giro d'Italia. Who says we don't cover cycling on the show? Plus, the number of days that the World Cup will last.
What does that mean? Does that mean days
from the first game to the last game?
So the days between the first game and the last game?
Yeah.
Including the days.
All the days. all the fucking days.
All of the days.
Plus, the number of Champions League medals won by Andres Iniesta. Plus, the number of Senior All-Irelands won by Mayo, ever. Your 30 seconds expire when Frank Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. As ever, all the numbers are plucked from Wikipedia. This is an important moment for me to tell you what's coming up on the show next week. Yesterday in studio we recorded interviews with The Mountain from Game of Thrones and Mícheál Hartig, half an hour apart. They were two of the most different interviews that we're ever going to have ever recorded in this studio, and they're both brilliant for their own particular reasons. So that's Mícheál coming up, I think, next Tuesday morning, and The Mountain potentially on Tuesday as well. Pens down. There you go. What's your answer?
Get on with your own.
What have you got? Holding up 39, not bust. Holding up 40, also not bust.
43.
43, bust! Oh! 41 is the correct answer.
Actually had one. 41.
Get in. Get in. Back in the game. Back in the game.
How many stages has Sam Bennett won?
Two.
Two is correct. The 7th and the 12th. Finished second 2 days ago as well. Plus the number of days the World Cup will last for.
What's the 33, is it?
32.
Yeah, 31.
Two of them.
June 14th to July 15th. I presume somebody counted those, and that's the correct answer. Grant.
Let's not worry about too much.
How many Champions League medals Anders Iniesta won?
4.
06, 09, 2011, 2015. Plus the number of senior football All-Irelands won by Mayo.
3.
36, 50 and 51.
Yeah, I changed.
I got 3 of them.
You got that wrong. Did you get the GA question wrong?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no,
But,
interesting, yeah.
The World Cup one killed me there. Because
No, look, that's interesting. You got the GA one
Is it
wrong.
expanded? It must be a few days longer. I panicked at the end. I had
Are you still talking?
Dave wins. Dave leads 3 points. The other two lads have 2. There's a coin toss to see who goes second. If it is Adrian versus Shane, it's Shane. Shane gets to go second. So our winner tonight's going to be separated in the round that separates the men from the boys. The Fireman Sams from the Big Sams, which is the same line we had last week. It's the no thing in particular ridiculously easy rapid fire round. Okay, the rapid fire round. If you get a question wrong, I'm going to move on to the next person. Your incorrect answer also means the deduction of a point. Everybody's done this. They know what the rules are. Keep going until you get one wrong. We're going to start with Dave. Your time begins with a John Giles. Did you ever hear such bullshit?
Never hear such bullshit.
Who finished second in the Scottish Premiership in the season just gone?
Rangers.
Aberdeen. Shane, Lambeau Field is the home ground to what NFL team?
Green Bay Packers.
Correct. Who is the third top scorer in the Premier League season just gone? Pass. Aguero is correct. Where will next year's Irish Open be held?
Royal Portrush.
Wrong. Adrian Lahinch. Which football club is known as the Terriers?
Watford.
Dave, Huddersfield. Name Jim Gavin's club.
Ryan Towers.
Correct. Del Mar is a racetrack in which US state?
Sorry, shut up, please.
Del Mar is a racetrack in what US state?
These
are not rapid fire.
Missouri.
Incorrect. California.
What the hell just happened there?
Win 3-2.
What the hell just happened there?
Yeah.
He wins.
How does he win? Dave lots of points because he said Missouri.
Yeah.
I think I was gone anywhere though, wasn't I?
Of course, Del Mar just above San Diego.
It would have been a tie.
You should have been Lazio. You said.
Well, if he didn't answer,
what's the one that you'd stall on and then you get the answer to?
I don't know.
You should have been out for that. I would have got
I got the
Lahinch.
W.
Yeah, you do.
I should have won it.
Right.
What?
So hang on.
He delayed for about 5 seconds before he gave an answer.
We're giving him Sergio Aguero.
He should be out.
That was a better
Aguero.
shot.
And he said pass, and then he gave his
I would have got
There's an
Lahinch.
important bottom line here. I've shown Tipperary can retain the title.
Right. Stewart's inquiry.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Shane wins.
Wins.
It's a hollow victory, it has to be said. What was the last question?
Del Mar is a racetrack in what US state?
They were not. They were not rapid fire questions.
They were like,
pretty
screw you guys, I'm going home. Questions.
Well, you got all the easy ones. Well, did you know who they were?
Yeah, obviously. Everyone does.
You didn't even know where Lahinch, that the Irish Open played at Lahinch next year.
Look, that's
Royal
our
Portrush.
best stuff from during the week.
The Open.
Coming up right after you.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that latest offering from Off the Ball. If you want to subscribe, and you should, check out just up here. All our latest stuff is just down here. Generally, knock yourself out.